Hey class, this is still on elimination. I'm going to go through an example where you have to subtract. You subtract when you don't have inverses, but you're really close. So if we look at it, we have, if I were to look at this example, -7 and -3. They're not even close, let's not even worry about that. But if I look for the y's, I have a +8 and I have a +8. Right, we need inverses of each other, so we would need a +8 and a -8. We could do something very simple to make it so. So, you can almost do anything to an equation, as long as you do it to both sides. Like if I were to add a bunny to the left-hand side, I can do that as long as I do that to the right-hand side. As long as these two sides are balanced, right, they're equal. So let's say, I need this positive to be the opposite sign. Now, in order for it to be the opposite sign, I'm going to introduce a negative. Now, I'm going to introduce a negative to the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put parentheses around this entire equation and just put a minus sign in front, right? What a minus sign does is it changes the signs of everything on the inside, okay? So let's see what happens. So this first equation, it's just going to stay the same. It's going to stay -7x plus 8y equal to 11. Nothing happened. But what this minus sign does to everything over here, it kind of gets distributed. This -3x becomes a +3x. +8y becomes a -8y, right? That's what we wanted. And a +23 becomes a -23, right? That's all this minus sign does. And we can do that. I could have easily done that to the top equation. All right? It would have still worked out perfectly. Well, since we did that, now we can combine these things. Now we can eliminate. All right. Well, I can eliminate the +8y and -8y. And let's combine vertically. So we're going to have a -4x, right? -7 and +3, right? This is a +3. Now you subtract them and keep the sign of the bigger number, so it's going to be a -4 equal to, looks like this is going to be -12. -12. All right, well, since we eliminated, now we solve. I'm going to solve for x. I'm going to divide by -4. Divide by -4. We're going to get x equal to, looks like it's going to be a +3. Alright, so in this case, we've eliminated, now we solved, now we have to substitute. I'm going to substitute not into one of these equations, but one of the original equations. You always want to substitute into an original equation. It makes it a lot easier. I could have substituted into here, we'd still get the correct answer. But to make our lives a lot easier, we're going to substitute into one of these. I'm going to choose the first equation, -7x plus 8y equal to 11, just because just preference, I like smaller numbers. I really don't want to deal with that 23. So let's substitute. So I'm going to write -7 and in parentheses +3 plus 8y equal to 11. All right, I just wrote that same thing, but instead of x, I put 3 in there in parentheses. Well, this is going to become a -21 plus 8y equal to 11. If I were to get rid of this -21 or subtracting 21, I would just add it to both sides, over here and over here. So what we would get is we would get 8y equal to, and adding this looked like it would be a 32. Okay, well now really simple. All we gotta do is divide by that coefficient, which is a +8, and we're gonna get y equal to, looks like a +4 for that. Okay, and our answer for this would be 3, 4. Right, it's x, y. Okay, so this is a subtraction example. If I were to ever ask you to subtract, all that really means is you're just going to put a minus sign in front of one of these equations, and we can do that when we have coefficients that are the same number and the same sign. All right, that concludes this video.